Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, Psychic Sally Diane. How you doing, Sally?
I am doing great, and it's good to see everybody here. I'm looking at the chat, and quite a few people are here already, and that just warms the cockles of my heart. We do have 3 questions that I got emails, and of course, we're going to read those first. Anybody else who would like their questions read first, remember to send your question to info@sallydiane.com, and yours will be read first on the show. And also, I wanted to remind everybody, because it's coming up quick, it's 12 days away, we have the Psychic Soul Sisters event on Friday, September 29th, and I hope to see y'all there. You can meet me. We're going to have minute readings with your choice of psychics. We're also each one of us going to give a demonstration. Now, I'm not sure what Pam's going to do, but I am going to give a runes demo where during the demonstration, I'm going to go right into the crowd and let everybody draw a rune. It's a lot of fun, and I know that Lynn is going to be doing ghost stories. And she did a lot of paranormal investigations down south, a few years back. And she has ghost pictures from them. And she's going to tell you all about them in her demonstration. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I used to have Lynn tell ghost stories all the time. She's got some good ones. Also, we are going to have the hands-on psychic tools exhibit curated by the lovely Carla Coles, and she's going to help you learn how to use all the psychic tools of the trade. We're going to have things like the runes, crystal ball. You'll get to try reading the playing cards, dowsing rods, the singing bowl, singing bowl's my favorite, but I like things that make noise. So if you would like to buy your tickets, it's only $44 in advance, and I think that's a fun Friday event to take a friend to too. You can get them early. You can buy them at the Queen's Inn or the spa near the tracks in person, or buy them over the phone by calling 519-271-1400, and that would be the Queen's Inn front desk. Or if you go to my website and go to the Psychic Soul Sisters page, there's a PR code that you can scan to go to Eventbrite. And our event is on Eventbrite, so you can buy it online through Eventbrite. So I hope to see you all there. And without further ado...
Do you want to adjust the font size on your screen there?
Oh, yeah. No, I'll just squint it a little bit. Okay, so, oops. So I'll just do a Control plus. One more. There we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Suzanne, about my hair. I love compliments on my hair, of course. Anyhow, back to the readings.
Maybe had I had compliments on my hair, it wouldn't have started falling out.
Yeah. That's okay, baby doll.
Yeah,
Grass
yeah.
doesn't grow on
Oh,
busy streets.
that's right. Yeah, give you a whole 18 months to trick me into thinking I had a bald spot when I actually had a bald spot.
Oh, that was so evil.
The spot,
One of my finest moments.
yeah, the spot has grown to be a plateau at this point.
Yeah, for over a year, I was teasing him about the bald spot on the back of his head. And he'd just bristle up and say, I do not have a bald spot. I go, oh, yeah, you're right. I'm messing with you. And that kept up for a year until he finally went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, did the double mirror thing so he could see the back of my head. And he called me an evil so-and-so. I think I laughed for half an hour on that one. Okay, so anyhow, we are going to start.
It's not the pants.
Okay, so okay, for Cindy wants to know if there's any messages from Spirit, and of course, for Spirit messages, I pick up my famous Rudrashka seed and see what they have to say. Okay, now, you've got some things coming up in the fall, and your guides seem to think that you're doing okay, but you have to pay closer attention to the paperwork. Which I know, yawn, it's so boring, but yeah, that's the only thing you have to do is pay attention to the paperwork. Other than that, you pretty much well got everything together, and they're showing me a smooth road in front of you, Cindy. All right, good to know. And next, we have from Suzanne, and Suzanne says, Hi, Sally. I was wondering what I should do for Tuesday. To take my dad to his lessons and drive to Burlington or not? Well, help my dad or stay home and watch soap operas. I'd be torn too. But anyhow, let's see what cards have to say.
Well, we don't know their relationship dynamic.
Well, yes, we do.
Oh, Suzanne might want to, regret not spending time with him. She might look forward to that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we always look forward to spending time with our dads. Those of us that are lucky enough to still have dads.
You really didn't listen to me.
No, I didn't. I love you, honey. I think I just got my first one. Okay. So let's see. What should Suzanne do? What should Suzanne do? Go to Burlington or not? Yeah, I do know that the past few times you've gotten yourself into that situation, it's ended up in a bit of an altercation. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. It's not his fault. He loves you. He's looking forward. He's definitely looking forward to spending time with you, but I'm worried about the cards that are flashing in front of me. Okay, so what do the cards have to say to Suzanne on Tuesday? Well, okay, so first thing I see is strength. So they are telling you that you're in a good position, and there's something right-minded about your attitude right now, and I know that can change, but right now, whatever you're thinking is, you're kind of doing the right thing, kind of taking a strong position. All right, so then you have the Nine of Wands, but the Nine of Wands reversed definitely is a call to action. It's saying don't sit, don't put up walls, get going on this. So they're encouraging you. They're pointing out to you that you're in a good position right now, and you actually should get a move on. And yes, you should start traveling. Don't. Yeah. Oh, and I did see this too. So I think that it's going to go all right. I think the problem comes when you take him home. And if you see certain cars in the driveway, you might ask him to just go in on his own. and so you can avoid that particular situation, because when you bring him home, there will be a situation there. But I think you can, I think you can avoid that, because this was flashed to me. But ironically enough, the first time it was flashed to me, it was flashed upside down. So I know that you can avoid any altercations here. And if we take the altercations at the end of it and just look at what this says, it's saying that this is a good thing. This strengthens you and improves your relationship with your father, and probably makes you feel better about yourself. So all you have to do is avoid the altercation at the end of it, and you'll be golden. All right, and we have the last email is from Brother Chris. And Brother Chris says, "Hi there, Sally. With my self-healing fast from the energy light people have been sending me." And that's for all of us that, we've been sending him good positive energies as he's gone to the hospital and he's gone through his healing. And he's thanking us for it. And I'm so glad to hear that it's helping. So we're going to continue to send you positive energies there, Brother Chris. But he would love to know what his healing journey this week looks like. And particularly, he's anxious to be able to get into a shower. And oh man, I appreciate that. Anybody who's had a hospital stay and had to stay out of the shower because they can't get this or that wet. My heart totally goes out with you. You get impatient about it. Okay. I don't think it's going to happen quite as fast as you want it to. Let's see what the cards have to say. Boy, that card flashed. So there is a kind of breakthrough here. So I think that I know that you're getting home care in that, and it feels like they're going to push you along a little bit. They might even push you along faster than you want to, because the nurses want to get on to other patients, and that home care, they're always anxious to stop that because it's very expensive. Oh yeah. But it does show you making some pretty good progress over the next 3 days. So you might be ready to take care of yourself a little bit more and not have in-home care. Yeah. And you did ask for some direction here. It says that you're going to continue to make progress over the next 3 days, and you wanted to know how quickly you'll be taking a shower, and the cards say in 6. So that's just under a week. Okay. So I know there's a lot of people here waiting to get their readings. And welcome everybody to the show. It's nice to see you. Now, everybody remember, leave a thumbs up. That makes a lot of difference for us. And make sure you tell your friends about us and like and share all that good stuff. Okay, so we're going to...
if you don't have any friends, make some.
Well, yeah. Making friends is a good thing to do. And speaking of making friends being a good thing, High Priestess wants to know how a certain Aries views her.
With 2 eyes.
Yeah. Well, 3 actually, but we won't talk about that.
Then why did you bring it up?
I'm being funny.
Hey, do you know what I realized today? Yesterday we watched Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Oh my gosh.
And once again, if you take Indiana Jones out of the movie, the outcome doesn't change.
Yep. This is true.
It just takes 2.5 hours to figure that out.
Okay. So, let's see.
I was reminded to speak in front of the microphone.
Yes. So.
How's High Priestess Aries doing there?
Oh, yeah, this is pretty exciting. Okay.
Oh, damn. He does not know. Move him over, Tad.
Okay.
Scotty doesn't know.
Okay, so first off, he sees you as being this strong single mother. So maybe he was raised by a single mother or something, but he sees you as sort of, you know, people who appreciate the struggles of a single mom actually admire the single moms for being the superheroes that they are, and he definitely looks at you through those through that lens. So he sees you as a bit of heroic, and he admires, you know, that you're taking care of the house, taking care of the kids. So that's good. He has a positive view of you. Um, yeah, this is the thing. He has a positive view of you, but I think that just like that the producers write an awful lot. Don't forget that he's the son of a psychic, and he worked around the psychic fairs a lot. He's got some pretty good spidey
Sure,
sense of
blame
his
my
own.
dad in the fairs for my condition.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. You remember we were met at a psychic fair.
Yes,
So
we
even
did.
I am the fault
That's
of the
still a
psychic
beautiful
fair.
translucent green dress.
Yes, it was. So, yeah, he sees you. He sees you. I've already talked to you how he sees you, but then you've got the Six of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands upright. And right now, he does not see you through the lens of somebody, to date or not. So he's not he hasn't seen you in that perspective, probably because he thinks you're out of his league or whatever. So the Six of Wands says that it would be good for you to kind of take charge of the situation and guide it in the right direction. You might want to be a little extra flirty around him, maybe bat your eyelashes a little bit more, laugh at his jokes, all the stupid things we do to let guys know we like them.
No, he's an Aries. You're going to have to be a little bit less subtle than that.
This is true, and I raised an Aries. Ask him out. Just say, why don't we go out for coffee together?
Just remember what the astrological sign looks like, all right? It's a ram, isn't it?
Yes, and every Aries I know, which is a lot of people in my family, were Rams.
You might as well just knock on his door when he opens it, grab him by the ear, and drag him wherever you want him to go.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Alicia. It's so nice to see you. Ollie's name is spelled O-L-I, by the way.
Bonita. How's Bonita's dad feeling right now? Feeling about everything right now.
Okay, so
Missed the word there.
yeah, her dad's must be going through a bit of a transition of some sort. Okay, let's see how Bonita's dad is doing. Oh, he does have a new beginning here, and he feels energized. Maybe he's just retired and is starting his own business or something like that, but he's starting something new. If it is retirement, he does not intend to sit in a rocking chair during his retirement, because this is somebody who's energized, who has fire on him, and he's got a lot of motivation and energy. So whatever he's doing, yeah. So far so good. Okay, I would say that not everybody appreciates your dad's plans, and I think he might be a little what's the word I want to use? Not quite coy, but coy's close enough as far as his secrets and his plans, because he's got more knowledge, more connections, and has gone farther along to achieving his plans than you realize. But he's got some really strong cards here. This is a reading of somebody who should be feeling very optimistic about the road ahead. Okay, thank you so much.
Awesome. What a great reading that was.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say good morning to all our Middle Eastern viewers. Happy Monday morning. Or is it Tuesday? I forget now. No, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Why don't you let me know in the chat where you're watching from? Our next question comes from Kara James. Kara would like a time frame for when she is relocating.
Okay. So, Kara relocating. See what the cards have to say about that. Ooh, I think it's within a 7. So I'm just seeing, because that Chariot came up and it just has its really charged up feeling. So I wouldn't suggest that you wait long to start packing and get ready, because it looks like it's the time is going to come much faster than you are ready for. Oh yeah, yeah, and it feels like finances are a big deal, and you're worried about whether you're going to have enough, and it also, there's the leases and the contracts. But it feels to me like what these cards are saying is, there's a question. It seems like a lot, but take it one step at a time. It's like the same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Take everything one step at a time instead of looking at this whole big thing, because when it seems like a whole big thing, you become overwhelmed. If you just take care of one thing and move on to the next and move on to the next, you'll get through this just fine. But instead of sitting back and being overwhelmed, you really need to get some action going here. And this last one, okay, so 5, 7, 5, 7. Okay, so I think it's giving me 5 to 7 weeks, because it feels like it's coming up fast. So that puts the move right around November.
7 weeks is the end of October.
So
exactly. Well, there you go, Kara. Start packing.
Definitely. Well, Paul called me this week.
That question is from Margaret Tunkara.
Paul called me this week. I'm not sure you want to be a Wadey Katie there.
He's on the other end going, I wonder if Margaret's going to call me this week.
Huh. Okay, so it is giving me a 5. So you asked if he's going to call you this week. Yeah, you might call you Friday or Saturday, because it feels like there's 5 days. But what I'm looking here is at the 10 of coins reversed and the sun reversed. And it's kind of like cards are saying, yeah, you'll hear from him, but they're reminding you that there really isn't the stability and the support and the joy in this relationship that you deserve. And I'm just going to leave it at that, Margaret. Okay.
Alrighty then. Haunting Live Podcast wants to know, how will the Saturday powwow be, as it's indoors this year?
Yeah, I heard we're getting a week's worth of rain.
Less smoke?
A month's worth of...
I'm going to guess less smoky. You might not have as much smell of sage and sweetgrass in the air.
Yeah, you might want to bring your Florida water, because they may... You're right, because they may say none of that. And of course, if...
What's a powwow without sweetgrass?
Yeah. Of course, you can get sweetgrass oil and suspend it in alcohol, put a little water so it's not full strength, and use that as a spray smudge.
Boo.
All right. The Saturday powwow. And why don't you tell us where that powwow is, if anyone's interested in going into a powwow next Saturday? Okay, so yeah, it starts out with the 7 of Swords, so you got a lot of politics there, and powwows always have a lot of politics, but somehow putting it all under the one roof just kind of intensifies that. So I suggest that you do a lot of meditation and ask the Great Spirit for a ton of patience, and bite your tongue. You know, my southern mother used to say, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them tomorrow. And that's the exact advice I'm giving to you, because this feels like if I came into a place and I was faced with this, I might be tempted to say things I'd regret. Oh, there we go. There we go. Be the strong, silent one, because you show up as being the emperor. So that this is a good thing. Your booth is going to be popular. And it makes me wonder what your job there is. I know I'm assuming that you have a booth, but you may have something to do with the organization, because it just shows you in a leadership role of sorts. And you do have change. So there is a bit of a change here. So at first you're going to be faced with kind of people's attitude in that, but rise above that. Because as you get into the powwow, you're going to find that people's attitude towards you changes. So show your strong, silent patient, spiritual side, and you'll do just fine. This should be a better powwow for you.
If everybody that goes to it remembers why they're there, it's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Some people's intentions are misguided initially.
Okay.
Ashley M wants a reading for the rest of this month.
Okay.
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, and Ashley for the rest of September. Interesting. Well, so it starts out, and you've got the Two of Swords, and in this particular deck, you know, it's that idea of a truce. Like there's a friendly parting of the ways. So as I'm looking for through September, the first thing I get is you're going to manage to maybe get rid of something that isn't doing you much good. Because I just get a good feeling about this, that you're getting something not negative and toxic out of your life. Absolutely. Because by the time you hit October, you're going to feel more grounded, and it feels like you're more focused on your goals and getting ahead. And so as you go into October, there's this planning for the future, and an increase of money coming in and stability. So getting rid of a negative influence is a real good way to end September. Oh yeah, yeah. And the Hermit goes right with this Two of Swords, and it's about listening to your wiser side, listening to your your wiser, more intellectual side. Because something about this parting of the ways is you opening your eyes and realizing that some situation is actually having a very toxic effect on you. But by the end of September, you've removed something very toxic from your life, and you reap the rewards quite quickly. You'd be surprised at just how quickly the weight is off your shoulder and stress is removed when you do remove a toxic situation from your life, whether it's a toxic job, a toxic relative, or any other type of toxic relationship. Okay.
All right. Well, here we go, folks. And it's time for Pick a Card. This is where Sally draws 3 cards, and you pick one of those cards ahead of time. The reading for that card will be your reading for the week of September 18th, 2023. Here we go.
Hi, folks. And which card will you pick this week? Will you pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? So which is it? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? If you pick card number 1, then your card for this week is a 10 of coins. This is a good week to focus on future plans and future opportunities, and definitely focus on stabilizing your finances. Good money week. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your tarot card for this week is the Magician. Oh my goodness. The Magician is a card of manifestation. And it says that this week, anything that you imagine, the things that you have wanted, you can manifest for yourself. So make things happen this week. It looks like you have all the elements in front of you to achieve what you want, including the universe. Okay, so did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your tarot card for this week is Temperance reversed. And temperance itself is about doing things in moderation and balance. And when it's reversed like that, it's a warning of losing your balance. So make sure that this week you focus in on doing the right thing by being balanced. And especially make sure that you do not overindulge this week. Okay. And there was one more card that just kind of stuck when I tried to pull them all together. And so this is kind of a card for everyone. Just an overview of what the mood of this week is going to be. And you have the Star, but it's the Star reversed. And so this is a week that might try your belief in your dreams. But when the Star shows up, whether she's right side up or upside down, she does say to believe in your dreams. And anytime the Star shows up, it says that your dreams can come true. So don't let yourself be discouraged. Okay, and thank you for tuning in for Pick 3. Tune in next week for another episode.
This is called Pick a Card.
Pick a card. I don't know why I keep saying Pick 3, folks. But it's
not the lottery.
I know. I know.
See you next week.
See you. 29th. Woo. And yep, remember, I hope to see you all on the 29th. Come to the Psychic Soul Sisters event. Should be a lot of fun. Twice as big this time around. Okay, and we're going to have prize. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have door prizes, but we're going to have one prize, a good sized crystal, and that would be for having the best answer for our mystery box. So come out, that's on September 29th. Friday, September 29th. Should be a lot of fun, and maybe you'll win a crystal.
Okay. All right, Max, you lost the first molar at school.
Wow.
Did you win the fight?
Oh.
It ain't 1983 anymore. I know. Not everybody can be the only kid ever to have fought in the kindergarten. I want that gold chain back.
Okay.
Alicia Carter wants to know, what do I have in store for me this week?
Oh, okay.
Nothing affordable.
I don't know. The first thing I get is, I know that you're really good at putting people in their spot. And the first thing I see is you putting somebody in their spot. God, I hope it's not me. All right, so Alicia, let's see. This week for Alicia. Okay. Ooh, it does start out with the devil. So yeah, you are going to be putting somebody in their place. Let's see. Yep. There it is. Okay, so the devil. That's where it starts. And what this tells me is that this week you are going to start off the week full on with one of the altercations. When people push your buttons too hard, you fall right back and tell them what's what. I know you, and that's how you're going to start out the week. And most people would dread it. You get energized by it. And so when I look toward the middle of the week and toward the end of the week, you are making your own opportunities in the middle of the week. So this is when you're motivated. This is when you're strong. This is when you're going full force ahead. And you even have a path, even though it's a little bit reversed. I think it still shows a good path here. It just tells me that this is a week for you to focus on you and making your opportunities. So no matter what somebody says, grab the opportunities that are right in front of you. You are ready for them and you are worthy of them.
All right there. Alicia, I hope that helped. Jess Pelkey, I'd love to ask some advice for the week ahead. You didn't give us a topic, Jess. Advice on what? Buying a car? Don't.
Well, let's just see what the cards have to say. We let Alicia get away with it. Why wouldn't we let Jess get away with it? And by the way, Suzanne, thank you for the compliment on my hair. I'm using a different shampoo just for a little bit. I got a shampoo with tea tree oil in it. Okay, so Jess, let's see. Oh. Okay, so I know the first thing you see is all these cards are reversed. And with this week, men bless, it looks like you have difficulty with the men that you deal with, people who may think that they are in charge of the situation. But right in the middle, you've got the world, and that's you. And that's saying that, you're at a point where you can grab everything you want. So don't let the possible disrespect or whatever from those around you discourage you from going after what you want, because the world is right in front of you. Okay? So no matter what anybody says, go for what you want this week.
So you have to conquer 3 unmarried guys?
2.
Oh, all righty then.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, double-edged sword.
Oh, and Sarah is looking for what does Nabil? What does Nabil feel for me? Okay, Sarah. What can the cards tell us about Sarah and Nabil? Interesting. Oh, sorry. Okay. Is this going to be a 6? Okay, so Nabil is actually happy he met you. You make him happy. You energize him. Yes, he looks forward to seeing you. So this is somebody that you've got his heart. But there's a woman that you're competing with that I think is his mother. And you might have a mother who's a bit possessive here. So she discourages him from being, she's kind of discouraging him. So he's pulled 2 ways. And that's not your fault. But know that he does have romantic feelings for you. And he will override the barriers in front of him to express them. So when you see Nabil, smile and bat your eyes. Go ahead and be a little flirtatious to him. He likes you.
Well, I hope that helps. Abby Curto.
Hi, Abby.
What is coming up for my family?
Oh, how nice. Okay. What can you tell me about Abby's family? A lot of drama there.
It's empty.
No, it's not empty.
Yeah, it's empty. He's charging.
Aw.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, we do, like I said, there's a lot of drama, and I really don't want to say. What was the. It looks like you've got a bit of hypochondria here. So you've got somebody who's really making an issue of being a lot sicker and a lot worse off than they are. So there's somebody ginning up all the drama here. Basically, when I look at with the cards are reminding you that you alone are on a good path. You know, even though you do have to deal with the drama from your family and maybe a little insanity. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as far as your family, I think that you've got this may just be the normal thing where you've got a lot of drama. You've got somebody who's the ringmaster of it, somebody who's really a bit of a hypochondriac. Always has something something to complain about, something to bitch about, something awful happening in her life. Always, always, always. So there's always that drama being brought in. But the cards say, your family's going to be okay. Because I think despite all this, it just seems like the drama is part of your family. And you're more or less starting to become aware of that. But no, they are going to be all right. They really are. Because no matter how hard they fight, or no matter what drama's there, underlying, they love each other and there's a strong family connection there. So it is what it is, but your family's going to be all right.
Excellent.
Hi,
Who's next?
Benasha. Well, let's see.
Lala Loopsy wants a reading for October. What does Lala Loopsy need to know?
Oh, what a great name. Lala Loopsy is so fun to say.
Yep.
Okay. Whoops. The first thing you get is the Confusion Delusion card. So it's time for you to kind of give your head a shake and maybe really pay attention to what's going around you. You might be missing some stuff. Okay. Oh, and you wanted a love reading. So no wonder there's confusion there.
Oh, I missed that part.
I did too at first. Oh, nice. Nice. The Fool is such a good card. That tattoo on my arm is based on this card. It's about embracing the opportunities in front of you and know that there's always opportunities. Interesting. Let's see. Okay. So, I think you have somebody that you're focused in on and maybe in a bit of a relationship with, but this is somebody who isn't exactly treating you right. And you see how the Queen of Swords is looking at what's going on, because this is a card of highway robbers. This is a card of a lot of worries and carrying too much, and maybe carrying too much in a relationship, because it really looks to me like, you remember I said about scales coming off your eyes? It really looks like you are going to become more aware or more willing to do something about somebody who's not treating you right. And I say that and go back to this original card, because this says that in October you've got new opportunities that you don't even see. So it is a good time for you to stand up and say, I'm not going to put up with stuff. I'm not going to be treated like less than, and I'm not going to be disrespected. Real love doesn't have any of those things. But this card coming up, and don't let the name the Fool lead you astray. This card is a good card. This is a card of talking about new opportunities, opportunities you don't even see, and saying that the hardships in life and sometimes the bad things are what leads us along. So basically, whoever is paying attention to you now, the fact that they show enough of their colors that you're ready to cut their head off, that's a good thing. And it brings you to something new. So October is not going to be a boring month.
Well, that's good. Sahia wants to know how KG feels towards them.
Okay. And thank you for tuning in, Saia. It's nice to see all of our friends here. KG. KG for Zahia. There's love there, but there's some kind of distance. And that seems to be a worry. But he shows up as the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a noble romantic knight. And the Four of Coins, but the Four of Coins reversed is about a letting go and an opening up of fundamental facts. So as far as KG's feelings for you, I don't know whether it's a long distance relationship or there's something else that feels like distance there. But whatever it is, he's looking for ways to overcome that. So look for him to be more demonstrative. It's giving me a 4, so I think it's going to take him another 4 weeks to kind of open up. And again, that's whatever this distance is. Okay. So God likes you. Don't give up on him.
And Afsha wants to know what's going to happen in my love life in the near future. Why is that person's energy from the past keep coming through? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
Okay, nah. Okay, so you've got the Knight of Wands reversed, and you did ask about an old love coming through. I think you asked why that person's energies keeps coming through. And it's saying that there's, even though there was things you didn't like, there were things that you did like about this person that you would like to have in a relationship, whether it was the way he talked to you or the way he kissed you or whatever. There's something along that you keep, there's a part of him that you keep desiring, which is why his energy keeps coming through. Woo, nice. You've got the Three of Cups. So you are headed in a good direction to a relationship that has the milestones that you would look for. So we're talking long term. Okay, so then we have Judgment reversed. And I really think that that's telling you not to go back with the old one. Because this middle card says that life is leading you in a happy direction. The Three of Cups, it talks about milestones, things like engagements and weddings and childbirths coming up. And you have those sort of things still on the path ahead. But this guy right here, whoever's energy is coming through, just remember the things that you liked, and that's what you're looking for. And anytime you're tempted to go back to him, remember the things you disliked. Because overall, you're headed in a good position. You're headed in a good direction. And I was just putting one foot in front of another and headed in that direction.
Sissy B wants to know whether I will reconcile with Naive.
Oof. The problem with reconciling is once a relationship breaks.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Yeah. So reconciliation is usually inviting a rapid return of all the problems, only worse. But let's see what the cards have to say. They put up the Nine of Wands, which is like putting up a big wall. So it's not well advised. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so they're also saying that you do have somebody new coming in. So I really think that if you wanted to, you could. I mean, there's a wall there, but that's your guides going, don't do it, don't do it. And the Justice reverse is saying it'd be such a bad decision. But they're also promising you that there's somebody new coming in. So, maybe try and get not just try and get naive out of your system, and somebody new comes in really fast. I don't think it would be a good decision, but the fact that the cards even threw a card that said it would be a bad decision is saying you'll have the opportunity. And I'm telling you, please don't.
Maria wants to know whether she'll move to Algiers next month.
Ooh.
Exotic for us.
Yes. Well, Maria, get to move to exotic Algiers next month. Maria and Algiers. Well, it starts with the Knight of Swords. So you are headed in that direction, but I think that you might end up with some paperwork problem here. And I see that in the Emperor reversed. And the Emperor reversed talks about, people in the air, people in position of authority. And so that would also mean the rules in that. And when I look at these two together, it says, yes, you're headed in that direction, but you don't see everything that's in front of you. And I think that you're going to end up with another paperwork tangle. It feels like there's a lot of 2 step forward and 1 step back here. So I understand why you're getting impatient. Oh, good. Okay, so maybe not it does show as happening in the time of Libra, but you are going to have one more obstacle. So get past it. There's just one more obstacle. I really can't guarantee, even though the cards say that happens in the time of Libra, which is next month, I still feel like it's going to be a little longer than that. But before the end of the year, for sure.
And next we have Rosa.
Hi, Rosa.
How will Macron react if I contact him?
Oh.
He will react favorably. He will think about you for the rest of the day, and I wouldn't be surprised if he calls you at the end of the day.
And let's see what the cards have to say.
Call him early. Call him in the morning, though, between 9 and 9:30.
Yep. Yeah. I would say that every single aspect of that is backed up by the cards. There's the two of you together. There's you calling him. There's an electronic message, and there's him calling back. Nice. Okay. And it's like you must have friends in common or family, because you definitely have something to talk about.
Yeah, keep that morning conversation light and fun and reminiscent of times in the past. Jack Deep, hello, how are you? Well, you're great. Jack Deep wants to know about job and career. What is next?
Mm-hmm.
What next blessings come into my life?
Okay.
Yeah, good attitude, Jack Deep.
Mm-hmm. So what do the cards have to say for Jack Deep? Okay. So it starts with Two of Swords reversed. So there's a separation that doesn't take place. So that, I think that might be a good thing. that somebody you're afraid of losing, something that you're afraid of losing, you're not going to lose. You have the Queen of Wands reversed. And I think that these two go together. Let me see what this last one is. Yeah. You don't need to worry about your job or your career. You have somebody that's making you feel insecure, but this person reads as somebody that doesn't have as much power and authority as you think she does. And there is a female energy. So if it's a male, it's a real effeminate male. It also says you have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is sometimes called the illusion delusion card. And I still see that as being part of the whole situation. I think that you're doing your job just fine, but somebody is making you doubt yourself. And the message there is that she does not have the authority that she thinks she does. And so I think your job and your career are going to go just fine, Jagdeep. Just don't let yourself, just do not doubt yourself. And never be self-critical.
And our last question comes from Marianne, who's looking for a general reading for the week ahead.
Ooh, nice.
What does Marianne need to know?
Okay. Marianne, and welcome to Marianne and all of our friends. Okay, so. Okay, the week starts out with a lot of confusion, maybe childish behavior around you. Okay, so be the adult in the room. Ooh. I just want to see the next one before I interpret this card. Yeah, okay. So, this week, there is going to be a lot of changes around you. And people are going to be childish. But then we get this moon card. And that's particularly for you. You are going to be the one in the know. Because you're the one that keeps the secrets. And you're the one that sees beyond the current situation. So whatever goes on this week, you keep your cool and rise above the situation. And you'll do just fine. Like I said, be the adult in the room. And Alicia, I hope I see you on the 29th. It would be wonderful.
That was the last question.
Okay, so how about that? And it is...
You can put them cards down now.
Yes, I can. Okay, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Remember to tune in every Sunday at 9 o'clock. Please tell all your friends. Remember to send your questions in advance to info@sallydiane.com. And most of all, I hope to see each and every one of you at our Psychic Soul Sisters event that will feature Lynn Stevenson, who would be our medium, me, Sally Diane, who would be our clairvoyant, and Pam Mahoney, who is our spiritualist. So a clairvoyant, a medium, and a spiritualist walked into the Queen's Inn, and we have the Psychic Soul Sisters event. There's going to be a lot of things to do, a lot of fun, and if you buy your tickets in advance, it's $5 savings. So go to the event website and purchase your tickets online. Call the Queen's Inn front desk at 519-271-1400 and buy your tickets by phone. Or go to the Queen's Inn or spa near the tracks and buy your tickets in person. And we will see you on Friday, September 29th.
Or you can just pull out your phone and scan that QR code in the bottom right corner of your screen.
Yes, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.